In this video, we go all over Singapore to put together a comprehensive guide for the most Instagram-worthy photo spots in the city. So, let's get started. Instagram loves murals, and for murals, you have to come to the Haji Lane. This is a fun little street with super quirky photo opportunities and just pops with color no matter which way you turn. There are a number of great murals here in front of which you can take some really great pictures which will instantly brighten up your Insta feed.
Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance.
And if you get tired from clicking a zillion pictures here, just help yourself to a drink or two from one of the many hip cafes or shop at one of the many beautiful boutiques over here. For our next spot, we decided to take a break from the city parts of Singapore and visit a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Singapore Botanical Garden. This is a really old garden, over 150 years old, and it houses over 10,000 different varieties of plants and trees. And apart from the lush greenery, it has so many different photo opportunities like various different themed gardens, lakes, gazebos throughout the Singapore Botanic Garden.
I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
To get a really unique picture at Gardens by the Bay, this is by far my favorite viewpoint. It's called the Water Lily Pond, and there's a little rock over there. It's quite close to the shoreline. There are no signs that say you can't actually go and sit on the rock, so I'm going to see if I can try to hop onto the rock for a quick picture.
One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, yeah. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
Our next stop is just a short stroll away from the Haji Lane. It's the beautiful Sultan Mosque. It was originally constructed in the 1800s, and it is one of the most iconic mosques and religious places in Singapore. And it has these beautiful golden domes and a beautiful archway that makes for an amazing backdrop.
Just say the word. I don't know when we'll get there, but we're still young. In their universe, we're just causing trouble.
Our next spot is a classic example of a hidden gem that has been so popularized by Instagram that it is no longer a hidden gem, and now it is recommended to come here only in the early morning or on a weekday if you want a picture at all. I am talking about the Fort Canning Park tree tunnel. This is the spot where if you get the right lighting, you can click some really dreamy, Insta-famous Singapore pictures. The Old Hill Street Police Station is one of Singapore's prettiest historic landmarks. It served as a police station for many years before it became a national monument in 1998 and is now serving as the home to the Ministry of Communication and Information. There are over 1,000 rainbow-colored window shutters on this building, which are painted in everything from blue, green, yellow, to red, to purple, and that will definitely brighten up your Instagram feed.
No regrets and windows down.
These are the Peranakan houses. This street is lined with very colorful shop houses that make for a very pretty Instagram picture location. The vibe here is quite similar to Phuket's Old Town or Pondicherry's White Town. Very, pastel hues, beautiful buildings, old world charm. This is actually a residential area. People actually live in these shop houses. Not a lot of people come here, but these shop houses are gaining a lot of popularity on Instagram recently.
All we need is now. Don't ever let me go. We got the whole night.
Our next spot is not something that will come to your mind when you think of Instagrammable locations, mainly because it is actually a cemetery. I am talking about the Japanese Cemetery Park. This park has thousands of graves of Japanese soldiers, and right now it is a memorial park, but there are these long tunnels of pink blooms which make for a beautiful backdrop in your photos. But two things to remember when you're coming here. Number one is that when we came, we couldn't really find the pink blooms. It's probably not the season, so do check that before you come here. And second, it is quite far from Singapore city. So if you are in Singapore for a short trip, you may want to skip this one.
Don't have what you need, but I got what you want, babe. No, we don't have to leave.
Our next location is one that you must have seen all over social media. The rain vortex at the Changi airport. This is the largest indoor waterfall in the world, located inside the best airport in the entire world. This is one of my favorite Instagrammable places in Singapore because it sums up the country so beautifully. Modern and green with incredible architecture and splendid and spectacular design.
Give me a chance, yeah, baby, try, just one more night, then make up your mind. Please don't say that it's goodbye, bye. If you just believe it, I know we can make it.
Our next photo spot is the Art Science Museum at the Marina Bay Sands. This museum hosts a lot of exhibits that weave together both art and science in a really beautiful and really innovative manner. Adult tickets start at 19 SGD per person, but depending on how many exhibits and which exhibits you want to see, it can change. Architecturally also, this museum has a really unique and really distinct design in the Singapore cityscape. It is inspired by the lotus and represents the welcoming hand of Singapore with 10 fingers.
Give me a chance, yeah, baby, try, just one more night, then make up your mind. Please don't say that it's goodbye, bye. If you just believe it, I know we can make it.
So today we are in what is arguably one of the most popular and most Instagrammable locations in all of Singapore, the Gardens by the Bay. Gardens by the Bay is an architectural and a horticultural wonderland, and it is the crown jewel in Singapore's efforts in transforming this place into a city and a garden. I am pretty sure this is going to be on any and all Singapore itineraries, and here is where you come to take some of the most epic and iconic Singapore shots. More than pictures, you should definitely come to visit and experience the largest glass greenhouse of the world, the Flower Dome, and the second tallest indoor waterfalls of the world, the Cloud Forest Dome. There is also the Super Tree Grove, which looks majestic and almost unreal, and these super trees are the Bay's most iconic structures. You can photograph the super trees both in the morning as well as in the evening when they light up, and there's an epic light and sound show right here every evening. Don't forget to use your wide-angle lens because all the structures here are pretty massive.
What if I'm not good for you? What if you're not good for me? Yeah. What if I'm not good for you? What if you're not good for me? Yeah.
on the road between the flower dome and the cloud forest in the gardens by the bay, you get this really beautiful perspective of the Singapore flyer. It makes for a really pretty cityscape backdrop for your pictures, and you can also even go up to the flyer, but we don't have as much time, so we're just going to take some pictures here.
Sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough.
Our next photo spot is the most iconic photo spot of all, the Marina Bay Sands Infinity Pool. Swimming at the MBS pool has been a bucket list item for me for as long as I can remember. This hotel is one of the most Instagrammed buildings in the Singapore skyline and one of the most iconic landmarks of Singapore. The pool is only accessible to the hotel guests, and being one of the most expensive hotel resort complexes in the world, this is not a cost-effective photo option at all. However, for us, this was a once-in-a-lifetime experience and a huge bucket list item, so definitely worth it. So there you have it, guys. These were my top recommendations for the best Instagram locations in Singapore. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as we loved making it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more such travel content. Until next time, goodbye and take care.